So guys, if you want to be ahead of your rivals, you need a better mentality than other people. So this makes the difference, the mentality, the mindset you have. So today I want to break down 10 mindset tricks that I use all the time and that help me be more successful than 99% of people. So first thing I want to talk about is understanding that everything is a numbers game. So everything in life is a numbers game, and if you try hard, if you insist, you will have what you want. Sometimes things happen effortlessly for you. So I'll give you an example from my life. Let's say when I started my YouTube channel in Romania, from the first video I made 100k views. In my home country, this YouTube stuff was super easy. 100k views from the first ever video, didn't have microphone, didn't care. I filmed it with some iPhone. I have success instantly. So all my videos have over 100k views, 200k views. Also the short forms blew up. I didn't have to try a lot, it happened effortlessly. But in other areas of my life, I had to insist more. In some of my businesses, I had to insist a lot and be a hustler and throw many shots until I had what I wanted. This is what you have to understand. And some things in life will come effortlessly, others you have to insist. If you throw many shots and if you believe that everything is a numbers game, you'll have success. Maybe you want to learn sales and you're another type of person who hops on the phone and has very good results from the beginning. Maybe you have to do 1,000 phone calls until you're good at this, and then you start generating sales. It is what it is. Rely on this principle that everything is a numbers game and you'll have success in everything. Second thing I want to talk about is know yourself. In life it's super important to know who you actually are, not live a lie. So for example, let's say you're a type of guy who's more of a family guy and you always daydreamed about being with a woman and having a family and you enjoy spending time with your girlfriend, all this stuff. And maybe your friends tell you like, no bro, you have to date everyone, you need to cheat, you need to be crazy. And if this is not your soul, you shouldn't do it just because other people say you should do it. The same thing with the opposite. Like maybe your soul is to be a playboy. Maybe you daydream about meeting women all the time. Maybe you like people like Dan Bilzerian. It brings you excitement and satisfaction to have sex with new girls all the time. You should try to live based upon your actual soul. You shouldn't try to be somebody else just because other people are saying so. Maybe you're in a relationship and your girlfriend is too controlling, but your soul is, bro, I want to be free. I want to do whatever I want. Do what your soul tells you to do. Listen to your gut feeling. You can never be successful in a lifestyle that's not for you. And the same pattern applies to business. So there's, for example, in business, there are certain tasks that I don't like doing. So I'm not good at, for example, editing videos. I'm not good at doing websites. So instead of learning this stuff, which I hate, I would rather delegate it to somebody else. I know myself. I know my skills. I was never good at technology. I never tried to learn things if I can just delegate it, if I can just work with other people. So know yourself, know what you like doing, know what you're talented at, and do that. Go all in. Don't try to be somebody else and live a nightmare. The third thing that will help you in life is avoiding fatal mistakes. So inevitably bad things will happen in life to you, but you should avoid the big mistakes that most people do, especially when they're young, like drugs. I had so many friends when I was in high school who had more potential than me. They had richer parents. They had so many opportunities, but now they're nobodies. Nobody knows them. They didn't make the money I made, didn't get so many girls as I got. They don't have my connections, my lifestyle, because they made all these bullshit mistakes like gambling, taking drugs, partying too much, getting in jail for bullshit reasons. I don't know, they couldn't control their anger and like beat somebody up and went to jail 5 years. You don't need these fatal mistakes. If you avoid the fatal mistakes, you're good. The next thing I want to talk about is postponing fun. So I'll give you an example from my life. In high school, I was the type of person who was very well connected, had lots of friends, was going to birthday parties every weekend. But when I finished high school, I understood that as an adult, it's very important to make money in order to have genuine fun. So I want to have fun the right way. I didn't want to have fun in some bullshit apartment with men, with the same friends. I wanted lots of girls. I want to go to the best places, spend money, didn't care. I want to wake up the next day still having money without no regrets, all this stuff. So I knew that I have to sacrifice and I have to focus on business and making money and training and all this stuff. It's better to postpone fun a little bit, focus on work a period of time until you have the systems, you have some cash flow business, you have some savings, and then you can have even better fun. So many people, they will go out and take drugs all the time, every weekend, but nobody knows them. They're not doing it right. Me, when I started having genuine fun, everybody knew me. all tabloids in my country, news with girls, paparazzi after me, got arrested, crazy stuff, going to clubs, spending crazy money, going on vacation non-stop. I was doing it right. I either do it right or I don't do it at all. The fifth thing I want to talk about is understanding the importance of proximity. So if you live in a small city or if you live in a shithole country, you should move somewhere where the money is at. If you live in a bigger city, there's so many opportunities to make money, so many opportunities to meet girls, so many opportunities to meet smart people. Smart people don't live in bullshit town in Michigan. Smart people go to the biggest city in different countries. You need to go to cities that have millions of people inside of it. Everything that matters happens there. First, you need to move to big cities, and then you need proximity in terms of being friends with people who make money. This is the most important thing. You're one person away from blowing up. You're one person away from changing your life. If you live in the same bullshit town with small-minded people, you'll never blow up. The next principle is have a sense of urgency. So in life, especially nowadays, opportunities come and go. If you see something is working, don't wait 1 year until you apply it. You need to see the trends and you need to apply it then. A business that works right now won't work in 2 years. Things are changing fast nowadays, even with social media. I'll give you an example from my life. I saw in 2022 that Tate was blowing up internationally with all these podcasts and short form content on TikTok. Immediately when I saw this, in 1 month, 2 months, I already did the same thing and I blew up in my country and I generated over 250 million views on TikTok and I became famous. Imagine if somebody tries to do it right now, it's much harder. There's a lot of people, they see, for example, OnlyFans management is working, and instead of finding a model and starting the business now, they say, okay, I have to finish this year and then I will do it. And bro, things change. It won't work. The methods you heard on a conversation right now, in 1 month, it won't be the same. Apply it now. Have a sense of urgency. The earlier you start, the better. See all these world champions in fighting. They started when they were young. They didn't start when they were 25. If you have a job until you're 25, until you're 30, all your youth will be defined by having those worm friends. Very hard to change your ways. This is why if you change your ways when you're super young, it will be way easier. I'm lucky. I don't know. I lost my virginity when I was 15. Started making money when I was 20. I didn't have all these years of being a worm, sitting with people in university, all these woke LGBT people. I didn't have all these years of being a worm that didn't get pussy, and then I'm weird around women. I don't know, I was okay from the beginning. I started fast, everything. It's very important. The faster you start, the better it will be. Another principle that's super important, that all the successful people use, is they are not afraid of being judged. If you're the type of person who is obsessed about what others have to say about him, you'll never post no video, you'll never do no content, you'll never start no business because your mom will judge you that you're not taking a job. You'll never do nothing. I know so many people, they're thinking like, oh, if I message all these girls, maybe they talk between each other, maybe my girlfriend finds out, maybe blah blah blah. Bullshit mentality. Or they think, okay, if I start this business and I fail, my friends will laugh and I'll feel like a joke. Or if I post this story, like these people who are afraid to post some story on Instagram, thinking of what reaction their friends might have. Maybe they want to say something, maybe they want to record the video and express themselves, but they don't do it because some friends might say something, and when they do it once and their friends make fun, they stop. Even if you're cringe, bro, like it's better to be cringe when you're younger, and then you will learn things, rather than your friends who will start when they're older and they will never make it. They will return to their job, they will return to their wormy life. Be cringe as soon as possible, because in time you'll learn. This is the name of the game. Another thing I want to talk about is how you handle wins and losses. So the people who have the strongest minds, the successful people, they know how to handle wins and losses correctly. So I'll give you an example from my life. When I experienced losses, so for example, when I went to jail and I was released, or when I lost money, or when I had problems, I was never the type of person who handled it wrong. Getting drunk, daydreaming all day long, sitting there lazy, smoking joints, jerking off memories, all the stuff. No, when I'm in a bad period, I'm working harder. When I'm in a bad period, I take care of my health, take care of my diet, train more, all this stuff. I'm not the type of person who adopts vices when he's losing. Even when I was in jail, so many people, they were eating junk food non-stop in jail, only looking at TV, wasting time, being worms, crying. I was the type of guy who's doing push-ups, doing pull-ups, training, planning, all this stuff. You need to approach losses correctly and also wins. What happens with worms is that when they win something, when they have a good day, they become relaxed. They celebrate too much. You have to be the type of person who doesn't get too excited if he wins. You have to be the type of person, okay, you had sex with this hot girl, it's nothing too important. Okay, I want to have sex with more girls. I made this money, nothing happens. If I make $10,000 today, I won't sit there, okay, how do I spend it? Brag to everyone, think of blowing it up. No, it's just another day. Make 10K, I need to make 10K every day. I don't care about celebrating too much. I'm not so excited. So, if you want to win, don't get too excited when something good is happening, and also don't get depressed to the point where you start taking drugs and drinking every day when you have a loss. You don't want to be those type of people who they lose some parent and then they have that life story or, oh, lost my father and then I become an alcoholic, all this bullshit. You need to be the type of person, you lose somebody, in 2 days you're okay. It's very, very important. And actually, like a few days ago, I went to some friend's house and he's a guy making good money, like 100K per month. This guy like had a major loss in his life. He lost his mom. And I didn't even know, he didn't even tell me. Our common friends didn't tell me. This guy was perfectly normal. We were talking like we were usually talking. And the only reason why he told me was he left to his hometown to do something, and I asked him like, why did you go there, to meet some girl? He's like, no bro, this happened with my mom. And I was super impressed how he dealt with it, because I've met so many people depressed 6 months because somebody died, all this stuff. This guy making 100K per month, young guy, has girls, has everything, super good mentality. So you need to be the same. I know it's a harsh example, God forbid this happens to you. I don't want you guys to go through this, but if bad things are happening, you need to handle things correctly. The last principle I want to talk about is use doubt as fuel. You have two options. People doubt you and you start having anxiety, you don't want to work no more, people make fun of you, you stop doing things. Or the other side of the coin is you use doubt as fuel, you remember every facial expression, you remember everything that others said, and you have success, and then you can do whatever you want. Then you can forget about it, or you can terrorize them, or you can make fun of them, bully them. But it's better to use doubt as fuel rather than letting these people who doubt you make you even more depressed, ruin your mood. It's very important how you handle these things. People are bored, people make fun, people are stupid. You shouldn't care about what people are saying. I remember when I started my first business, people in my hometown were saying like, yeah, what's this online business bullshit? And then in 2-3 years, everyone was copying the same business model, everyone was calling me, everyone was talking about me, everyone wanted to be me. So I know this very well, and it happened multiple times. Also with social media, in the beginning when I started posting, people were like complaining, what's this shit? And then everyone had accounts on all these social media platforms, everyone wanted to be an influencer, or everyone tried, even though they didn't have success. So use doubt as fuel. Don't let these people who doubt you win. Don't let them discourage you. Okay guys, so thank you for watching the video. In the description you have links towards Rich Gang. It's my private community. It's the strongest community in the game right now. It has people all over the world. It focuses on money, but also other things such as building your personal brand, relationships, all the stuff that matters in a guy's life. Go to joelampton.net. You have details there, and you can message us and you can get more details about how to join. I expect you to go to the website and message us and get inside Rich Gang.